Well, we're always out here by
wait,
8.
hold on, I'm talking to you, so don't walk away when I'm talking.
Well, I'm walking.
Okay.
You think you're in charge of me or something?
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Right.
trying to talk to you.
And I told you we're always out at 8.
Okay, yeah, and it's 8 o'clock right now.
No, it's not.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to be out, a 15-minute
Like
ride.
I told you a minute ago, we're always out by 8.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm going to ask for your driver's license, okay?
I haven't committed a crime.
Yes, you are. You're an enclosure violation right now.
Is it 8 o'clock yet?
It's about to be out. No, right now it is 1 minute until you're out. So you're not going to make it out.
We are going to make it out. Watch. We're going to make it out.
Let me see your driver's license.
What time is it?
I'm asking you. You're not going to identify yourself to me now. Let me see your clock on your phone.
It's,
Because that's the accurate
we're wasting time.
Okay, your phone on.
I'm recording on my phone.
Okay, so
58. We're wasting the time. I'm trying to get out of here by 8.
No, I'm gonna write your ticket for not being out by 8.
It's not 8. Well, now it's going to be after 8.
Well, it's 8 right now.
But
So what
why
I'm doing,
such
I'm
the
trying to prove
ordeal?
a point here. Okay, listen, it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm trying to
Right.
prove a point.
Okay.
I'm trying to prove a point. So, hey, make sure you're out by 8. You said yes. You'll be out by 8.
Yeah, and that's what
I'm
we're
trying to
doing.
tell
We're
you.
rushing. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay.
We're rushing to get out. We're always out by 8.
Okay, thank you.
What was your name?
Wallace.
Just so Wallace? All right. So I know I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
That's going to be a good video. So at the request of many of you, I finally made an update to this video after nearly a year, and I did that just about 2 weeks ago. After publishing that video, however, I found a related recording that I thought I either didn't have or had lost. But now that lost recording has been found, and I'm bringing you that here today. Both the original video and the update will be linked in a pinned comment. Briefly, as we watch U.S. Park Ranger Jack Wallace fail to maintain a lane as he tailgates dangerously close to a vehicle he knows is full of small children, I will give you a brief synopsis. If you already know all about it, you've seen the previous videos, and don't care to hear it again, you can move forward to this timestamp. Most of you know by now, that was the harassment, the detention, the traffic stop, and further detention of myself and my family by good old Jack Wallace. We were stopped prior to 8 o'clock for not being out of this park by 8 o'clock. And without his shenanigans and dipshittery, we would have been out prior to 8, as always. But there were also some issues of the creepy sort that I won't get into here, but those are detailed in the linked videos. This incident took place in Volusia County, Florida, and to make a complaint with the National Park Service, I eventually managed to speak on the phone with an out-of-state chief, Scott Larson. He gave me an email address, asked me to write a detailed complaint, and they would surely handle it and keep me updated on the process. Side note, I was never able to contact Larson again after that, nor anybody else for that matter, until what I'm bringing you today. I sent a very detailed complaint, to which I got no response. I sent it again just in case, also got no response. I tried for some time to get them to respond just to tell me that they received it, and it was a very long time, and eventually, this is the response I got. And they also say someone will contact me and let me know the progress or whatever it said in there. After months went by and I hadn't heard anything, I tried emailing again. I got nothing. I eventually found that Jack's supervisor, I believe the name is Timothy Lopez, going by memory right now, don't have it in front of me. That's his supervisor at the Park Service. I found contact information for him. I started sending him emails, just asking if the complaint has been dealt with and if they even got it. I tried calling and leaving voicemails. Emails and voicemails never returned, calls never answered. I sent these to several other email addresses that I managed to find, along with phone numbers that I called. No response ever from anyone. I was pretty sure myself and the complaint were being ignored. I tried yet again one day to call Tim Lopez, who I am pretty certain had me flagged on his caller ID not to answer, but I get the impression he hastily answered the phone, this time not knowing it was me. Had he known, he probably wouldn't have answered. And this is the dipshittery that ensued from that conversation. I'm going to give you a warning. This is frustrating to listen to. You're going to hear him not grasping things, contradict himself, do a full 180. He's going to tell me things are not public record, then spin right around and say that they are public record. Anyway, it's frustrating. You've been warned. Here it is. Jack's supervisor. Hey, Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
I submitted I haven't been able to get in contact with anybody. I don't know if you know I've been calling. I submitted a complaint months ago regarding Jack Wallace.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm a supervisor.
So. Okay, you are a supervisor, so you're familiar with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've just been trying to get in contact with anybody in reference to that.
I have seen your emails, but we cannot put out any disciplinary actions or anything like that. It's been dealt with, I'll tell you that. But other than that, I cannot give you any information by law.
Well, you can't give me any information by law. So,
other than the incident, the complaint has been dealt with.
Right. So, well, typically, if there was some sort of discipline or some sort of reprimand or whatever, that actually would be public record. And
you're not. No, it's not. No, it's not, sir.
Well,
I've been working for federal government for 15 years. By law, I cannot put any disciplinary actions out there.
So, an officer's file wouldn't be public record?
Internal discipline? No, it's not. It's open to the court if they have something comes up. But no, it's not open. Just no. I cannot disclose any.
Well, I
look it up.
I actually
look it up. But I saw your emails. I just can't put anything out.
You saw my emails? I don't know why somebody wouldn't just respond to my emails.
But I'm busy. But I saw that.
Well, for months I was sending them over and over again.
Right, I saw.
You saw? Yeah, and I was. So you saw that I was repeatedly sending the same email over and over again, just trying to get a response from somebody.
Right, the information you're requesting, I cannot disclose.
Well, part of the reason for the repeated emails was to verify that someone is seeing the emails, right? And if you tell me now that you did see them, but you didn't reply, I have no idea. You know,
the complaint. What happened with the complaint went all the way up to Washington, and it came all the way back down to me to deal with.
Okay, well, I mean, any kind of response would have let me know. So from my perspective, I'm sure you can understand from my perspective, it's just being ignored, completely ignored, right? Because
no, it's not.
Well,
your complaint was properly dealt with.
I'm saying from my perspective, trying to get a hold of somebody and no one will call me back or even answer an email. Well, I have to assume.
I thought that Washington office would probably talk to you because that's where this complaint started at.
Do you know how I could contact anybody there? Even trying to get contact information has been very difficult.
Well, you can look up, there's a contact number for the Washington office via email. I would pull up the website. I don't have a direct, I'd have to look for it. But other than that,
even OPR at MPS.gov doesn't respond. So, you know, from my perspective...
Scott Larson, I've talked to him. He just didn't know what information you wanted other than the complaint has been dealt with.
So no one even told me the complaint's been dealt with, right? And so as far as I understood, you know, and Scott Larson actually told me that, you know, I could be updated, you know, someone would let me know or whatever. But, you know, when I'm calling, I'm emailing, everybody's just completely ignoring me. I just had to assume that...
If you're calling this number, it's my office number. I'm a field supervisor, so I'm out in the field a lot.
No, I get that, right. I get that. But
I saw one email that was forwarded to me from Scott Larson, and I didn't know if he talked to you or what.
No one had talked to me. I've been sending these...
It's the first time I've talked to you.
Right, yeah, it's the first time... Actually, I've only talked to Scott Larson. I've never been able to talk to... I've very rarely been able to talk to a person... you know, on the phone. It's through emails, but no one responds to my email. Someone once sent me an email that said, hey, contact this person, which I did. Nobody ever answered me, so I emailed that person back, and, you know, I've just been forwarding the same email over and over. I've even asked in there, hey, is anybody seeing these emails? Am I being ignored? Or because...
No, your complaint was not ignored. Like I said, it went up the appropriate chain, then came back down to me to deal with.
And Jack Wallace is still there?
Yes.
He's still a law enforcement park ranger?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't recall if it was... when I made the initial complaint, I put in there that I had some additional information if somebody wanted to reach out to me. I don't know. I don't remember how much. It's so many months ago now. I don't know what aspects of it were dealt with. If it was just the incident, you know, trying to give me a ticket for not being out by before 8.
Right.
You know, and
I reviewed all that. I know exactly what happened.
And then, are you familiar with the? I'll just say I
would tell you. What I would tell you, if you want any additional information, you're gonna have to do a FOIA request.
Exhale like you never have to attract a pretty woman ever again.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. FOIA requests. So I get information on officers all the time. You know, because public information like discipline and things like that.
That's through a different office than me. That's going to have to go through a different chain of command.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand.
All the information I can disclose to you, I
Right.
already have.
Yeah, no, okay. Maybe that's where we're having a breakdown there. Right. I know you don't have the records to give to me, but when I'm saying it's public record, I'm not saying you can give it to me, but it should be public record somewhere. I should be able to FOIA request that information.
You have to go through a process. Correct?
Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's okay. All right, that makes more sense. Just telling me it's not public record, it is public record.
I am telling you what I can legally disclose to you.
Okay, right. So where
Correct.
for the U.S. Park Rangers, where
you're gonna have to go to the National Park Service website and just do a Google search in the site and for FOIA request, and it'll pop up there.
It'll pop up in there for FOIA requests, and they have a specific portal for FOIA requests, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Just with the Park Service, I don't know if you're familiar as a citizen. It's super difficult to locate any accurate information, contact information.
I'm just a law enforcement officer. I don't build the websites.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I know.
I got you.
Yeah. It's hell. I end up calling all over the country and get directed to here and there. And what is your title? Are you like sergeant, captain, or what is it?
I'm the supervisory law enforcement ranger for Canaveral National Seashore.
Okay. So to find out how Jack Wallace was dealt with, and that's the thing, and that's what I wanted to verify, because I don't know if you're familiar with me by now or not, but I have years of experience in law enforcement myself, and I know how a lot of things are dealt with. Like, hey, this clown complained. Hey, don't do that again. Haha, we all have a joke and a high five, and you call the complainant back and be like, hey, I handled that. I talked to him, or whatever it is. But these allegations.
In the 21st century, things are dealt with a lot more differently now than they were in the past. Thank God for body cameras.
Thank God indeed. Yeah.
Completely different manners. So.
I agree. Even, I even used to encourage, as a cop, I encourage people, always record your interactions with police. The police do it.
They're required to, for us, our agency.
No, and that's great, and all agencies should. But I used to tell citizens, because police record to cover themselves, the people should be recording to cover them too, and also, as you have to FOIA request. Maybe you'll get the video. It might be redacted. But if a citizen does it on their own, they've got their own record immediately. And, my opinion, I know you're not going to give me yours, but there are some pretty serious things that took place in that interaction and that incident. And, I hope, however it was dealt with, I guess I'll have to go through the proper chains to figure it out. But I hope it actually corrected the issue, because I've learned that I'm not the only person that has encountered similar things with Jack Wallace. After I put that out there, people reach out to me, and I've learned a lot more. And most people don't come forward, and that's the problem. That's why these things continue to go on, because people don't do anything, or people don't know how to do it, or whatever. So hopefully it actually was dealt with, instead of a joke and a high five, you know what I mean?
No, it was dealt with, I promise you.
Yeah. So there you have it, the conversation with Timothy Lopez, the supervisor of Jack Wallace. Share in the comments your take on that. My take, he didn't care. He wished he didn't answer that damn phone. Not totally sure if he knows what he's talking about half the time. He assures me that Jack's discipline is not public record, but then tells me I'll have to FOIA request his discipline to get that public record. We are actually just days away from the 1-year anniversary of that incident, and I'm still waiting on those records. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, so you'll be the first to know when I do get them.